Thanks, Mike. Our next speaker is Congresswoman Betty Sutton from Ohio, who is also one of the vice chairs of the Populist Caucus. Betty.
Thank you very much, Bruce, and thank you for your leadership, not only in organizing this, but of course organizing what will be a campaign to bring some sanity to what's happening in our financial institutions. I am honored to represent the people of Ohio's 13th district, and I'm pleased to be here with my colleagues from the Populist Caucus to deliver this important message. Last fall, America's largest financial institutions and companies were on the brink of collapse when the federal government, and more importantly, the American taxpayers, came to their rescue. And we bailed out the culpable, those responsible, those who engaged in reckless and risky behavior that drove this country into the worst economic recession since the 1930s. But let's be clear. We did not bail these people or these institutions out because we were fans of their behavior. We bailed them out because we knew the failure to do so was going to crush ordinary citizens. So now we are here just over a year later, and life is pretty much back to normal for these financial institutions and their executives. While the rest of America continues to suffer through these challenging times, Wall Street is back to the same irresponsible, risky practices that led to the financial collapse. They're back to awarding unreasonable and excessive compensation and bonus packages. Well, I stand here today with fellow members of the Populist Caucus to say, enough, enough, more than enough. We should not reward this unconscionable behavior. We have to remember that while Wall Street has rebounded, they have done so on the backs of the American people who continue to struggle. We've heard this term about a jobless recovery. Well, speaking from Ohio's 13th district, I have to tell you, if our people don't have jobs, then there is no recovery. So I'm not sure exactly what we're trying to convey with that term. I have to say that we had hopes when we bailed out the banks that they were going to loosen up credit. That was the idea, that they were going to get it flowing so our folks could go back to work, keep working. And that has not happened. Well, they have to change that. And while the rich are getting richer, everyone else has lost value in their hard-earned paychecks, pensions, and retirement savings. There is not a financial institution operating today that does not owe its existence to the generosity of the American people. As President Obama recently said, we have an opportunity and an obligation to learn from our experience and to ensure that history does not repeat itself. This is a step to make sure that is what we do. This administration must make it clear that the days of anything goes, no responsibility behavior on Wall Street and the refusal to appropriately regulate are over. We must restore accountability and responsibility back to the system, and we have to deliver jobs to the American people. Thank you.